Hey guys! So thank you for everyone who's been sending me lovely messages. That's been an ongoing thing with people, so thanks again. And if you would like Angel and Tarot card pull for yourself, just say yes and I'll pull you out one. So for people that don't know, I was coming on here to my Facebook profile page and I was doing daily messages just to help people throughout their day. And again, so if you'd like a message, just say yes. Let me know where you're watching from as well. Okay, cards are kind of speaking to us now. I'm feeling a lot of stuff in my heart, in my chest as well. So as you guys know, I've been having a lot of stuff going on, but when I'm working with people, I'm also attracting other people who are sharing similar energies towards myself. Otherwise, you wouldn't be attracted to me and vice versa, okay? So, yes, my dog passed away, so for people that have been, again, sending lovely messages, he's doing amazing up in heaven now. I can feel it. I sent out some flowers to a special tree out at our farm property and did some healing today, this morning, I guess. And so I'm feeling a lot better. Got some closure on some family stuff as well. So again, thank you for everyone who has been showing a lot of compassion, and I really appreciate it. Alright, yes, would love a card, Cece Singh. Okay, so I'm getting lots of messages here. That's fabulous. So what I was saying about the daily messages underneath my profile that I was doing, I sent that out through my email list. So if you're not underneath my email list already, just sign up. You'll see my link tree in my profile. You click on that, you'll be able to subscribe to my YouTube channel, sign up for my email list, etc., etc. Okay, so you'll be able to see how to access all of my stuff that way. If you're not in my membership group, I would also highly recommend, if you are interested in things like Theta healing or Reiki, whether it's wanting to learn more tools for yourself, whether it's wanting to help other people, it could be anything. I think you'll really benefit from hopping into that group. It's totally up to you. If you want to join us, you just have to sign up through my website. There are different levels as well, so you can start small and move up, or you can just join and take advantage of all the content that I have as well. Okay, so Stacy, when we go into you, there's definitely, again, I was just saying, like heaviness in the heart and also in the back. Okay, so where you're a sensitive empath, that's very common to feel other people's feelings, all right? So I would say my head just feels like it's going everywhere. And so to me, when there's too much going on in the head, it's like we might think that we need to rationalize and find logic to everything. And sometimes it's just, we just don't need to rationalize. We just don't need the logic. It's just not helpful. It doesn't matter about like doing all the research and all the things. Sometimes it's really just feeling into what's going on in the here and now. And that really is feeling into the heart, doing any type of heart healing. And when you do, as you remove that energy and you work through it, you're going to find that all that logical stuff just doesn't really matter anymore. And so I'm not saying that research doesn't matter, knowing facts doesn't matter. It does, but just as a priority right now for you specifically, it's really just, what is your heart telling you? What are you meant to do right now in this very moment, right? So I just feel like letting all that go. If it's sitting outside and getting more peace, that's fabulous. Sometimes when we're inside too much, the vibration is just, it's stuffy, right? So being outside as much as we can at this time, you'll find that things just naturally, again, dwindle away. It's easier to be in your intuitive side, I guess, into the intuitive heart space or mindset, okay? So keep that in mind, guys, just for everyone. Outdoors is the way to go. If you live anywhere like I do, we have some really intense winters, and here I find we have intense summers too. There's a lot of intensity. I personally love fall. It's a really great time of year. It's a really great time for change and transition as well. So I feel like we're slowly getting into that. But right now, if you're finding that there's too much going on, again, finding a sacred outdoor space might be great for you, or just reminding yourself, hey, maybe if I go outside, this will really help, okay? So the card that comes up in relation to that is, feel free to share this out, guys, as well, so that when you share when I'm live, all you have to do is click share, and then it'll go onto your own page, and then other people can see this, that there's a live thing going on, okay? It's really helpful as well, just it's a nice way to get other people catching me live and knowing that I do lives as well. I do TikTok readings every day for the most part, so if you're not underneath TikTok, you might want to start following me there. I usually do, lately I've been doing 3 card pulls, and it's whatever card you're most drawn to, but you'll probably get messages in all of those. And then I'll often share that underneath my Instagram story, and you'll be able to see it under there, but it's better to always watch it underneath the platform so that you can support me under those platforms, okay? So continuing on, Stacy, the Angel of Peace is a really beautiful card to have, okay? What's my TikTok? It's just Robin's Healing. All of my stuff is Robin's Healing. Before it was about a year ago, I had my Be Pure. I was looking to start up a product line. I did start up a product line, but in the end, I just ended up keeping everything underneath Robin's Healing because I do healing on everything, and we don't need to separate it. I feel it all goes hand in hand, everything that I do, okay? I feel like I'm choking all of a sudden. Excuse me. So again, you might find that the heart and the throat are connected to each other. In order to have more peace, you might find that you need to speak your truth. This is probably the hardest thing for people to do that are very strong intuitives and empaths. They have a really hard time being super honest, and whether it's talking about themselves or talking about how they feel, it's so easy to help other people, right? Maybe do readings or like share advice, but when it comes to maybe speaking from their own heart about like relationship stuff, or I'm gonna say like dietary stuff, or whatever it is, it could be health related, it just feels like there's a big struggle with like sometimes speaking from our heart, because there's always that fear of hurting other people by being honest. And a lot of times we're being honest and speaking our truth for ourselves. And then that comes up for people who struggle with self-love as well. Because again, if they go and hurt somebody, it might be considered selfish. So I do sense that there are some theta healing things coming up around that. So if anybody else wants this download, all you do is say yes to the download. Would you like to clear and release anything that's holding you back from speaking from your heart or resonating with your truth at this time? And would you like to know that it's safe for you to be honest with yourself first and then open up your heart to others? Okay? So we just take a deep breath there. Just say yes if it resonates with you, and I'll send that out for you. Okay, so I'm getting right away that there's some impatience and criticism which comes up with the Temperance card. So the Temperance card's all about balance in relationships, okay? Cooperation, having a successful marriage, la la la. But if we're being impatient and critical of other people, like that frustration feeling, that anxiety feeling with others, then it feels like then everything kind of goes down the crap hole, right? The pooper. So what we want to do is work on, why are we impatient with these people? Why are they triggering us? That sort of thing, okay? So you might want to dig deeper into who you are impatient with and who you are criticizing. Because keep in mind, every time we go to criticize somebody else, we also have to look at ourselves and where we might be doing some of those similar things, because we wouldn't notice that within others if we weren't doing that within ourselves as well. And it's super easy to do, right? So we want to get away from, again, the critical thinking. The first university course that I took, it was a 6-credit course, so it's like I was paying out of pocket. It was $1,100, and this was quite a long time ago now. I thought it was so fascinating to learn about critical thinking, right? Like just the way that we look at things and the way that we break everything apart. It's really our analytical side. It's a beautiful thing, as I was saying, when we need to research, when we need to understand theories, things like that. But also, we can drive ourselves insane doing that too. So it's really being able to, I guess, think outside of the box. That's more important. So would you like to know that you can let go of any ways of thinking that aren't serving you at this time and replace that with understanding yourself on a deeper level? Okay? And if you want that, just say yes as well. So keep in mind, guys, when we're opening up our heart space, it takes time, right? So it might be that we're being impatient with ourselves. I want to open up my heart right now. I want love right now. I want to heal that hurt. And when we force ourselves to do something, it ends up backfiring, just like if we try to control or force somebody else to do something. It's more about that slow and steady process. When we do force something, it often will backfire, and it's like it turns into suppression. And so we're like, I want this. It comes from a good place, but then it ends up kind of like hurting us. So again, it sucks. It really sucks, but it's a time. It's all about time, as you guys know. With some of the things that I'm going through, I'm sharing a little bit here and there of my healing journey. Underneath my membership group, I just did my monthly healing tools for the VIP people, and it was about trauma work. And so it's really nice to be able to start talking about some of the ways that we can heal, whether you have PTSD or you have a heartbreak or you've experienced some type of loss. And keep in mind, sometimes we aren't experiencing a current loss, but you might still feel that achy pain in your heart and you don't understand why. This could be related to you picking up on somebody else's emotions, as we already discussed at the beginning, or it could also just be something that you came into the world that you're carrying. Again, it's all energy, and so when we can dissect that, it's really great. So all my the August 23rd deal that I'm doing is all full, but the August 24th, I still have spots available for that. That's $55 for 45 minutes. That's an amazing opportunity for people that are looking to get some healing and want to kind of get that personal time. All right. So if you're drawn to that, reach out. If you're not, that's absolutely okay. I just appreciate you guys coming on here, and I love to hear that this is connecting to someone out there, even if it's just one person. Dream interpretation is also something we've been working on in our membership group, and so we're starting dream journals, and you can be a beginner level as well if you want to get the dream workshop and participate in this, but I'm finding that really therapeutic for myself as well. I actually have some of my dreams written down here. And one of the things that I have, this might resonate with someone about, I wrote down that I was a lifeguard with other lifeguards in another country where they had lots of sharks. And one of the lifeguards they started losing their toes because they were getting nipped by all the sharks. And like the water was kind of dark. So even just as an example to show, I feel like there's somebody out there that it's like, if you look into the energy of a shark, do you think about fear when you see a shark? Or do you think peace, right? Chances are you feel fear. So it just is an interpretation of a shark. When we break things down, it's just looking at, okay, the symbolism of it and how we feel around that, right? So if you see a turtle in your dream, you might think that turtles are very slow. You might find that turtles have to have patience, as we were talking about. So for me, again, I think about fears that are coming up, for myself anyway, but you might relate that obviously these sharks are fears that are coming up, and there are lots of fears all presenting themselves at the exact same time, right? And some people are getting hurt as a result of the fears that I might have. And so this absolutely relates to me in terms of some family things that are going on right now. We were just talking about the fear of truly expressing ourselves, the fear of hurting others, but then the fear of like being vulnerable as well. So again, you might relate to being vulnerable or being honest. Great reading, Robin. Spot on what's happening the past few days, Stacey's saying. Okay. Awesome. So I'm sorry that you're going through anything like that, but hopefully you take that and it applies. So in relation to just the dream stuff for everyone, Angel of Innocence, I'd say Angel of Vulnerability, and starting new and fresh and saying to yourself every single day, I will be vulnerable, no matter what that looks like. Every day I will be fearless, no matter what that looks like. And that is really uncomfortable, and our physical bodies definitely need some support with that. So whatever you can do aside from being outside, there are other ways if you need more support with anything physical. I do yoga, I sell healing products, I sell crystals, I'm doing a lot of herbology right now. For me, I find just working with plants flower essences, stuff like that is really great. So if you feel called, reach out and if you have any questions. So the next person asking for a message was Nancy. So in Nancy, and again, if you're watching this on the replay, just let me know. You have the Chariot, Angel of Guidance. So you're going to see when I do a lot of readings that are a lot of themes, especially when they're close beside each other. So if I'm on a different platform, you're still going to see something common in the reading, okay? But I'm just tuning into different environments and different people in those spaces. Underneath my YouTube channel, you'll be able to see Hank, my puppy that passed away. Wasn't a puppy, he was 8, but he did the September reading with me in the video, which is really cute. And it's been a long time since he wanted to get into a video, but he did, and I'm happy he did because we have him on camera. But you might want to watch the September reading because I think it's important to get future insight. So Nancy, when you work on future projects, future readings, doing your own future readings, learning how to go deeper into that, I think you'll find that really supportive because often we don't realize how much we know is going to happen. These are premonitions. Again, these are unconscious emotions that are just coming up and we logically can't make sense of them. Dreams are a perfect example. So you might want to advance to the pro level in the membership group and start dabbling a bit more into maybe the Akashic records and the future timelines that we do. Typically, this card, just in general, means to start doing the things that connect to you. Not everybody else, but to you. This might be related to people-pleasing, so would you like to let go of any people-pleasing that you're still doing, and anyone else that wants that? And would you like to replace that with healing your heart space? And I feel like saying in and out. So just write in the comments. Good. So what I'm hearing is that your energy is contagious most of the time. Your positive energy is contagious most of the time. So to me, that tells me that you feed off of positive people. And when somebody isn't positive, you absorb that like a mofo. Okay? And so keeping your sense of humor really, really light and airy is really, really important, because if you can't let things roll off your shoulders and roll off your back and be able to laugh about certain situations, we can get too serious and things can get too heavy. So make sure that you're continuously smiling. This is a thing that I've been learning lately, is kill people with kindness. There are a lot of people out there who can get very jealous. They can become very controlling because they don't like the people who are free-flowing. So continue to work with role models, mentors, people that you admire, and do your best to also not judge or be critical of their flaws as well, because again, when you're doing that, there's a mirror there for you too. So I would do some deeper inner healing work as well. A lot of people have some again, upper chakra stuff, but for you, I'm getting in the solar plexus. And the solar plexus is when somebody's hurt our confidence, they've lowered our self-esteem, they've made us feel like really low, they've lowered our vibration, and sometimes we let people do that. So again, boundaries are super important. I'm not going to do any more theta healing. If you want me to integrate that, just say yes. Good. And so again, Nancy, that's where we would go deeper in. If you are available on August 24th, we can go into a reading. We were supposed to do one and it didn't work out. And I'm also sending you some love. I feel like you were going through some stuff recently, and anyone else that wants to send anyone some healing right now, it's a great space. So we have healing, 4 of Swords. And anyone that wants to write a testimonial that has participated in anything I do, just send me a little message. This is what you liked about it. And then I love to share that out with other people. It's really helpful for people to see that something I'm doing is working and that they can get rid of some of their fears or get a little inspired to take some action too on their own personal life. So Isabel saying, yes, I'd love a card. Okay, so I'm getting really tired in my eyes. This is the card of fatigue and too much going on. I completely relate to that. Having so many things happen at the exact same time, it's like, oh my goodness. So one of the things that I was talking about in our VIP healing tools yesterday was to do things that light you up. because when you do things that light you up, it gives you energy. So are you doing things that drain you? Are you around people that drain you? I'm going to say the answer is yes. Are you around people that light you up? Are you around people who inspire you on a regular basis? Think about those people. Like, who are you like, oh, I want to be that person. I just want to be in their presence. Are you exposing yourself to those people? Because when you start doing that, and say you're a creative person and you're watching other people be creative, you're naturally going to want to start flowing in that same vibe, right? Also underneath my VIP level, I'm just adding some bonus content in there. So I feel like that's going to be helpful for the people. I want to reward the people who are already in that space, because I'm starting to get lit up by the people I'm attracting, because they're also inspired by like healing and helping, which I absolutely love. And if you're interested in doing any yoga, I'm up for yoga. I feel like that will be really helpful for me. When I do my video taping, I'd like to do some of my classes outside. And if someone's interested in an in-person yoga class or a meditation or any type of like rituals, I'm game for that too. I do have a peaceful space that we can use that's nice and private, okay? Just throwing that out there. So there's someone with some money issues too going on. So Katie, so I see the number 5 on the screen and 5 on the card. So numerology feels really important, okay? So we're just talking about money. There's a change in finances for you. And I think a big part of it is it's your mindset towards money. I would say, without criticizing yourself right now, be open to the idea of changing your mindset towards how you look at finances. Because finances are actually a beautiful spiritual thing. And it's really easy to get down about them. So could you possibly start thinking about money in a spiritual way? And again, that's where I might just write that down, Katie, money. And just note that for you, okay? Because it feels like it's really heavy, all right? So you might feel like you get tired of money or tired of thinking about money. And again, that's the mindset. And are we overthinking? Okay, so overwhelm comes with overthinking. All the overwords we want to balance with more earth element. Okay, when you think about the earth element, if you want to ask in the membership group a little bit more about this, what is the earth element, how can I apply it for you? I get more protection crystals if you need support with that. I can guide you through a process where we can start to identify with like what it is that you need a bit more, okay? But keep watching the guided meditations that I have, and keep feeling inspired, keep being creative. That's extremely important for you. And if you want me to do a little video on some products that I can recommend, I will do that for you. I also customize products for people, so even if I don't have it made yet, if you're patient with me, it might take me a bit of time, but I can make something up for you, okay? That goes for everyone. And in order to ship, I can ship like a huge box of things for $20, but the only thing is that it's like a base of $20. So no matter what you order, just because shipping is a really weird thing these days, it seems like everything, even if it's small, it's still like $20 from this area anyway, and that's in Canada and the United States, all right? Of course, if it's small, I'll let you know how much the very small item is. So I'll just charge you what I'm being charged. I'm not making any money off of shipping, by the way, so. I never remember my dreams, Katie says. Okay, well, there are reasons for that. That's something we could also go deeper into. You have the Page of Pentacles again, just as a group message here. The Page of Pentacles is, again, talking about patience with finances. You know, it takes time for money to grow. And if we get impatient with ourselves, or say that you're young and you're thinking about retirement, and you're like, oh my God, well, that's 30 years away, right? Like, I have nothing now. So again, it's like losing weight or saving money. Like, it's easy to get frustrated. So continue to work on your frustrations of not being exactly where you want to be. I see that Tanya's watching. You were on my mind, I'd say, the last month or so, which is interesting. So it's nice to see even just your name. I can't see your face. So money seems to be coming up for everyone. We have Six of Pentacles, generosity. This is really just talking about exchanges with people and money, that it's really important that you're continuing to give. Even if you're going through a time where you feel like you can't or you shouldn't, this is telling you to continue to be kind and to keep giving and putting forward. And also, if there is someone that owes you money, or there's some type of like something that you feel like belongs to you, I'm getting that with this card, it always tells you that whether, even if it's karma, it's coming back to you. So again, trust that it's coming back, okay? And so even if you feel like, well, that'll never happen, just believe that it will, okay? I'm not saying it's gonna be tomorrow, but it definitely will come back, okay? So reminding ourselves that when it comes to timelines, that's where things aren't always perfect, because we're not in control always of how time is going to unfold. And again, time is another mindset. Also, someone watching who has a lot of, again, throat chakra stuff, and that's related to trusting. So if you've been burned in the past when it came to money or somebody taking from you or something like that, those are just opportunities for you to heal and change and make a difference, and not let that define you, okay? Yeah, so really good cards for finances. It's just, again, tweaking how we're looking at things. Thank you so much. Yes, I am interested in yoga, actually. Okay, Isabel, so if you want to set something up for that, I can create the event, and you let me know how we can structure it, and then I know lots of other people can benefit from it. Just keep in mind, guys, any event that I do is recorded so that can be in my membership group. So the people that paying in my membership group, they pay on a monthly basis. They can cancel at any time, but they get all the recordings of things. So to work on one-on-one is really nice. The one-on-ones are private, but then when we do anything that's not a private event, then those are recorded. I just want to throw that out there so people know that. All right. That resonates with me for sure with the money thing, Katie says. Okay, great. So we have four more. Oh my God, I can't even talk. So I have more cards if anyone would like one. Five of Cups here is talking about sadness. So any type of loss or grief that you might be going through. As you guys know, I'm just like our family's going through a lot right now. So this is really talking about focus on the things that you do have, not what you don't have. Even if you're going through a loss, you don't want to emphasize constantly on that. You want to really engage in positive conversations with people of like the good stuff and the good times, and you know what is still left here on earth, like that you're still alive and that there are lots of people who love you and things like that, okay? So maybe you're going through something as well. Listen, okay, so you have stress, Nine of Swords, okay? So again, our theme here is just for everybody to slow down. When we're looking to manifest and attract things in our life, we can't be doing 800 different things. We have to stay laser focused, all right? When we're thinking too much, that's going to get in the way of what we're manifesting. So stress, absolutely. If you're not taking care of the stress, your heart stress, then yeah, it's hard to receive the good stuff coming in, or it's hard to see the good stuff that's coming in. So my suggestion, Lizanne, and again, everybody else, would be to do a little bit more inner work, because when you do, you're going to find that things just start naturally flowing in very quickly. But if you're blocking yourself, right, ask yourself, where am I blocking myself, right? You know, if you have anxiety, or if you're a deep thinker, again, this can actually be a block for you. We use our deep critical thinking when we need to, but then we also need to know when to and when not to, okay? I would do a Theta healing download on that, but I feel like that's, I'll save that for the people in my group who need that support. So come on in if you're interested. Then we have Nine of Pentacles. Again, this is going to be for everyone. This is talking about appreciation. This is talking about fantasizing about the things that you desire. It's 111 right now, which is all about making a wish. So right now, do your best to send out the energy that you want to attract. Okay, so I was just out at our farm property. We're looking to build a house on that. I went out there even though it was during sad times. I was also out there to get inspiration and get ideas for what I'd like to create. That's going to be a space not only for us in our family, but also for my clients as well to come and participate in things that I'm going to have going on there too, which is great. So that's when I think about what I'm attracting for myself, that's what I'm like feeling and looking into. So feel first and then look into the picture. Feel what you want to feel, okay? So any healing that you need to do on the emotions that aren't serving you, go deeper. Again, $55 for a healing or reading with me August 24th. I'm open basically evening and daytime, so I'm pretty flexible with how I create my schedule. Some days I'm just creating, and other days I'm working like nonstop with people, so I just flow with what's happening. You're welcome, Lysanne. So last card here, if you're hopping on, you want a message, let me know. You are not taking up my time. You're actually helping me by asking questions. I want to see everybody comment. You are amplifying your energy by speaking your truth out loud. Keep that in mind. That's why when we say yes to Theta Healing, if you didn't catch it from the beginning, I did a few Theta Healing downloads that you might feel supported in. So go back to that. Pentacles is, I'm really just feeling this is about expressing how much money you want to make, what you want to do with your career. It feels like just keep putting that out to the universe and keep being patient with it. I'm getting that you're getting a lot of symbolism, and again, this could be in dream state, this could be during meditation, so you might want to write that down. And even if it doesn't make sense now, if you get a reading with me, I can help you interpret it and support you that way. Or you might find that as time goes on, you're able to do that just on your own independently. But write things down and trust that maybe later it will make more sense to you, okay? But don't dismiss these little things that are coming in. It feels like you're doing a great job working on your goals already, and so celebrate those little wins. If you're in our group, in our private Facebook group, then celebrate all the little things too, not just the big things. If you have a little bit of depression right now, you can celebrate that you ate breakfast and you normally can't eat breakfast, something like that, okay? Really small stuff goes a really long way. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Thanks for everyone who participated, who shared this out, and for people who are subscribed to my channel, and again, just for being present. Bye bye, and thanks again for all the beautiful messages that have come my way.